Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Or should I say, インターネットの皆さん、こんにちは. Um, I watched NiziU's Blue Moon video a few days ago and had many people in the comments section asking for me to check out their other recent stuff, which apparently was their second anniversary release schedule. So, right off the bat, congratulations to 2 years of NiziU. おめでとうございます。2年間活動おめでとうございます。The urge to try and do this entire video in Japanese is so high, but I know most of my viewing audience is English speaking anyway, so I'll continue in English and, you know, spit out random Japanese sentences here and there to cater to the Japanese audience as well. 日本の皆さんごめんなさい。ビデオこれからほとんど全部英語で進みたいと思います。すみません。So we have FESTA and I Am are two songs they released for their second anniversary, which, again, NiziU is a group that I know of by name only. I don't really follow them that closely. They don't make it into, even though they're a JYP group, in technicality, they don't really make the rounds over on the K-pop side of the internet. You know, not really too proficient in like the J-pop side either. So why not check them out today? It's just their recent stuff, especially. They had a fairly big, momentous day in their careers. And yeah, so we're going to check out those two videos, as well as we're going to treat it kind of like as a debut, which means we're starting over in Kprofiles. Now, oh yeah, a little spoiler for stuff I'm watching later today at the top. Ignore that. Actually, here, we'll do this. F11. Oops. That's the wrong one. Hold on. F11. Ha, now you can't see. Haha. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly run through the members, just get familiar with the members' names to start off with. Just figure out who's who. Like, when I watch the videos, there's no way I'm going to be able to put a name to every single face off the first two videos, so apologies in advance. But I'm just going to try and learn who these members are, where they're from, what their background is, stuff like that. So we'll treat it as a debut, and then we'll move forward with two songs. So here we go. NiziU debuted November 24th of 2020 from a survival show. I remember when JYP announced that show. I never watched it. I'm still traumatized over Produce 40, and I think ever since then survival shows have just been no goes for me. Like, I watch Queendom and stuff, that's fine, but Mako, first place, Yamaguchi Mako from Fukuoka ken. Okay, Fukuoka Prefecture. Was already a JYP trainee. Okay. One of the potentials to debut in ITZY. Appeared in God's Menu. That's right. The Pit Crew and the God's Menu MV were NiziU members, weren't they? I remember that. Ryo, Hanabashi Ryo. Okay, 2002. Aichi Ken Nagoya-shi. Okay. Nagoya side. Gotcha. Acrobatic dance and vocal performance movement crew named Exile. Correct me if I'm wrong. Unrelated to Exile, the boy group, I think. Okay, so main dancer, but she's got a lot of dancing background. Very cool. Maya, Katsumura Maya. Okay. Ishikawa Ken Hakusanshi. Okay. Ishikawa Ken is that way. Okay. I'm just trying to visualize where the members are in my head. YG Japan. Okay. Very well rounded so far. Like, we're kind of getting people from all over. People think she looks like Mina from Twice. I don't see it, but I can understand where people are coming from. Let's see what else. Okay. Riku. Oe Riku. Okay. lead vocal one time. Okay. Kyoto, another Kyoto resident. One that speaks Kansaiben. Very cool. I kind of like. I'm a sucker for Kansaiben. I think it's kind of endearing. Big fan. I'm from Hokkaido myself, but I can't do the Hokkaido Ben. I didn't grow up around it long enough. Energetic. Okay. Currently learning Korean. Good on you. Um, Fan of ITZY and Blackpink. Good taste. Ayaka. Ayaka. That's a tongue twister in of itself. Also, the tallest member so far? Yeah, the tallest member so far. Oh, she's only 2 centimeters shorter than me. Oh gosh, okay. Tokyo. Kogakuin Koko. I've been to the university on an exchange program back in the day. Back, gosh, 4 or 5 years ago now. Nice place, kind of out west. Swimming, okay. Swimmer. Ayaka and me made a tofu hamburger steak in the dormitory, and that was the worst dish I could ever eaten. Oh gosh. That sounds. I'm trying to visualize that because my mother made hamburger steaks where she mixed in tofu with the meat, and it makes it moist and like bouncy. It's actually quite good. I wonder what they did where it traumatized Ayaka that bad. Shy and quiet person, me too, fam. Um, okay, and tallest member, Ogo Mayuka, fellow Scorpio, represent. Another Kyoto Tanabe person. Okay, that's Momo's from there. Yeah, exactly. She went to the same school as Momo from twice. People think she looked like Anda from Everglow. I can kind of see it. It's the nose up. I think very similar eyes. JSL, very impressive, very impressive. Just sign language in general, I think, is very impressive. Um, does NiziU not have their own merch? JYP, what are you doing? At least give them some kind of merch. And then Rima, who is Yokoi Rima, legally changed to Nakabayashi Rima. Okay. Um, Oba Nippon Kokusai Gakko. Okay. So an international school. Very interesting. Mother is the model Nakabayashi Miwa. I don't know models, but very impressive. Trilingual. We love a polyglot. For her, English is easier than Japanese. Me too, fam. I haven't used Japanese enough to be comfortable with it anymore. It's been so long since I spoke Japanese on a regular basis, so 日本語途中で喋って失敗したら大変ごめんなさい。Rapper. Main rapper. Very cool. Mihi. Suzuno Mihi. That's romanizing that is very awkward. That's okay though. Another Kyoto resident. Okay. The the insect killer. Oh gosh. Oh no. Fan it twice. G bias. Okay. Scouted by JYP at a Twice Japan concert. Interesting. Um, reminds me of Hyungjin from Gravity because of the tooth. Okay. Snaggletooth. Okay. Okay, communicative Korean. Very cool. Last member, Nina Hillman. Definitely not Japanese by name. Japanese name Makino Nina. Okay. Japanese American from Seattle. PNW represent. Oh, another polyglot on her hands. Japanese, Korean, English, and French. Very cool. Guitarist. Voice like IU. Okay. I'll look forward to her then. Auditions. Twice is What Is Love. The song that got me back into mainstream K-pop back in the day. Favorite boy group is Stray Kids. Represent the JYP family well. Acts like a baby and follows everyone like a puppy. Oh gosh, okay. So she's the maknae with the brains, but with heavy maknae energy. Not like boss baby maknae, but just cutesy baby Aegyo maknae. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez, that's the wrong button. F9, 10, 11, 12, okay. Okay, so we ran through all the members. I think I know a little bit more about them. And will I recognize and will I put a name to any of these faces? Probably not. Actually, 95% no. That's okay. Because on the other hand, we're just going to, okay, no captions, JYP, come on now. Because we're just going to go and check out the MVs. Now, disclaimer, the only NiziU song I've heard up until now is Blue Moon. So, I have no idea what their sound is going to be like, the vocal colors, the rap flow, the melodies, harmonies, stuff like that. I am going into this completely blind, just like a debut. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Not the melody I thought this was going to go for. It's very cutesy. Like the instrumentals cutesy, the flow's kind of cutesy. Huge switch up into the pre-chorus here. Ooh. Is my volume maxed out? No, it isn't. There we go. Can I get a little bit more? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I love the lights in sync with the choreo on stage. That's very cool. Wait. I wonder why they left in the audio from the actual oh, keep the harmony. Why did they leave the footstep songs in from the recording? Interesting. Is that Neo? I wish this last chorus was a little bit more, like, just like that last little extra grated Parmesan cheese at the end. Change it up a little bit from the rest of the other choruses. Is this like the regular sound that they go for? Because I'm not mad at it. It's I'm trying to think of a good comparison for. It's very it's almost arcadey in a way. Like it reminds me of like video game typey music. Like the kind of like poppy happy energy it has is almost video gamey. I don't oh, excuse me. I don't really have any other way of describing it. I feel like it's a sound that Korea definitely doesn't do too much of. It's like I feel like if any group were able to do a song like this, would be a group like maybe like Rocket Punch, maybe Cherry Bullet, maybe a group, maybe like even a left field group like Saturday would probably pull off a sound like this. But it's definitely a Japanese oriented sound, I think. Like in the Korean market, I don't think this sound would be executed all that well, if that makes sense. For a Japanese song, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. In fact, this pre-chorus, if I can find it. That one note is magical. We'll go again. It's the way that top note. You hold the chord for a second and then you augment that top note. Because it's going up, you augment it, yeah. And then you get this nice little resonance to it, to that second note. And then I think if we... Okay, it's the same chord again. No, it isn't. The middle note's different. But little harmonic moments like that makes my heart flutter. Because I love stuff like that. As like a chorus boy myself, I love stuff like that. That was FESTA. We move on to the second song. I Am, again. Go into the blind. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And apologies if I got any names wrong during the first song. Brass marching band. Very Twice fanfare vibes right now. Ooh. There's some crunchy brass parts down there. I like them. Da, 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 da. Okay. Do we have some electric guitar in there? Yeah, very Twice fanfare vibes. Wait, this reminds me of something. It's not Twice fanfare. This melody in the chorus reminds me of a song. Ooh, okay. Oh. She really said break it down and just give me all the 808 there. Ooh. I don't know if all the English parts are like purposely given to the members that can speak English the best, or if it's like kind of spread out throughout. Because again, I can't really put names to faces yet, but all their English is very good. What does this melody remind me of? This bridge is really well executed. It's the perfect amount of like lowering the energy from the chorus. Interlude. Riser. Final chorus. On first listen, I think I prefer I Am over Festa. I'm sorry, Festa fans. I'm a sucker for when brass comes in. Like, I'm trying to think of this year. We had Gravity's Party Rock had some. Oh, and MCND's hashtag mood was just all brass, and it's so. I think incorporating brass instruments into a pop song just gives it this new form of energy that not many songs can get without it. And what? Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna try and figure out why that chorus sounds so familiar. And I'm gonna be back because my head is stuck on that, and I feel like if I don't figure it out, I'm going to go insane, and I'm not going to be able to make like actual here we go again. Coherent thoughts, something like that. I don't know what the word is. My brain's all fuddled up. Give me 2 secs. Okay, that took way too long to find, but I finally found it. This melody, hold on. I have Spotify pulled up on the second monitor right now, and then I have the NiziU IM video on the main screen right now. I'm going to play the section of the chorus that I'm referring to. That's the melody that's been driving me up a wall this entire watch through of this video. The song that it reminds me of is... Has anyone seen the film Kick-Ass? It's a Western film, but released I don't know how many years ago now. But on a song, there's a song called "We Are Young" by Mika and Red One, and there in the chorus, there's a line that goes, "Wait for it." Da, 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 da. It's the exact same, almost exact same notes and exact same like rhythm and note sequence as. That's why it reminded me so much of this, because the rhythm's a little bit different. The notes, what's going up and down, is so similar to it that while this has like a more like peppy, like almost like pep band kind of feel, and the Mika song has a more like classic EDM feel to it, both have a very similar melodic sequence, and that's why it was driving me insane, is because that song I would listen to on repeat for like months back in like 2016, 2017 when I first found it. Oh, that makes me feel so happy that I found that. That took way too long. NiziU are a group I just never really, I think, gave the time to appreciate and like take a deep dive into, and it makes me feel bad because it's not their fault that I didn't get hooked onto it. I just didn't really get around to J-pop groups all that much. And like that, to be fair, that's the same today. Like my predominant genre of music that I'll listen to is predominantly Korean, even though they're under a predominantly Korean entertainment company. It's just I never got the initial exposure to it, and I never went out of the way to give myself the initial exposure of NiziU. So honestly, I'm looking forward to see where they go in the future. Mainly because I feel like J-pop as an industry is so different to what K-pop as an industry is, and I feel like NiziU are kind of like a group that's trying to bridge the gap between J-pop and K-pop in terms of like from the three songs I've listened to, their songs aren't like out and out Japanese, but they're also definitely not aimed for the Korean market as well. But they're being treated more like a Korean idol group than a Japanese, like typical idol group like you'd find in your, AKB, and by extension all the other like 46 and 48 groups. Because I don't think there's like a graduation system. The way they were formed was very Korean. The way they're promoting is very Korean. The like styling and the types of shoots they're doing is very Korean. Their image is very Korean, but they're promoting in Japan. So it'll be interesting to follow their careers moving forward. And yeah, there'll be a group I keep in the mind reserves. And to people who told me to check it out, thank you very much. コメントの中でみんな20の他のビデオを見てくださいってリクエスト書いた人本当にありがとうございます。Honestly, it's people requesting stuff like this that gets me more into different artists and stuff. And while I like to think I'm a fairly good multi that kind of just explores whatever and whenever stuff comes out, there's only so much that I can do personally. And it's when people like you in the comments who comment stuff that gets me that final step over the hurdle to check out their groups. And with today, we got a little bit of a different audience, a little bit of a different sound, and I am more than open to that. So that's it for me today. Thank you for listening to me ramble. 28分間ベラベラ話するの聞いてくれてありがとうございます。If you want to check out more from me, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff I've watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, you can check out that video down there that YouTube recommends. And until next time, bye bye. ビデオここまで見てくれてありがとうございます。